What's up? God damn, that tastes good. What's up, y'all? What's going on, man? What is going on, man? How y'all doing, man? Y'all come up in here. Y'all talk to me. What's going on, man? I'm talking some UFC today, boys. I'm talking UFC Blayes versus Derek Lewis. Curtis Blayes versus my balls was hot. It's a good fight. It's a good heavyweight fight. It's a tough fight to pick, man. It's definitely a tough fight to pick, especially with Derek Lewis. Derek Lewis fights are some of the most difficult I find to predict. But it is Monday morning. This is just my 2 cents. And I hope you guys are having a great fucking start to your week. It's about 4:30 here on the East Coast. So some of y'all going to be wrapping up work soon. So I thought I'd just come up on here, talk a little UFC. I want to give a big shout out to the boys over at Pub Sports Radio. Pub Sports Radio on YouTube. Subscribe. Check out Pub Sports Network. I believe it's pubsportsnetwork.com. Also, if you're in the San Antonio, Texas area, and you feel like getting you a little bite to eat, feel like wetting your whistle, slide on down to Southtown 101. Holler at Jeff Slaughter. Tell him 2 cents since you die. You know? What's up, Scott? There he is. The fucking Wiz. Who you got this week, Wiz? You looked into your fucking crystal ball this week? What do you think, Wiz? Is it cloudy for you this week, or you getting some prognostications coming through? I haven't even really looked at this card, man. I have not looked at this card much. I mean, other than the main event, I really just started looking at it a few minutes ago. So let's just do that. This is just my first little look at this card. This is, I don't know what the exact name of it is. Looks like just Lewis versus Blayes right now. Let's see. Scheduled events. It's technically called UFC Fight Night 185. AKA UFC on ESPN Plus 43. AKA UFC Vegas 19. Goddamn, why can't you just call it one fucking thing? Why does it have to be 10 fucking names, dude? Just pick one. We got to count it for ESPN Plus. We got to count it for Vegas. We got to count it for the Fight Nights. Let's see. It's okay for a fight night card, I guess, dude. For a fight night card, like the main card is all right. Andrei Arlovsky versus Tom Aspinall is definitely one that I'm interested in. I'll definitely be interested in the Oleinik and Dawkins fight. Yeah, the rescheduling of Haas and Imavov to headline the prelims, that should be a good one. But yeah, I mean, it's all right. It's not bad. It's not bad, man. Says maybe Dobson. Shannon Dobson over who she fighting? Shannon Dobson or Casey O'Neill. And yeah, it's not. There's definitely not a lot of name value. I mean, I know who most of these fighters are, but it's not like it's definitely. I mean, people are shitting on that pay per view, but this is definitely a drop off from that, man. Like Juicy J and Nate Landwehr. God, like I said though, Arlovsky and Tom Aspinall should be a pretty good fight, but very cloudy for these. This is very cloudy for the Wiz. I thought you were the Wiz, man. I thought you were just supposed to know. I thought I was just supposed to, come to you. I don't know how that shit works, but yeah, Julian Erosa and Nate Landwehr. That's a good bum bash, I guess. There's a lot of like low level fights on this card. Let's see, Spivak and Jared. I mean, I'm definitely gonna take Spivak. Castaneda and Eddie Wineland is an interesting one. Castaneda and Eddie Wineland is an interesting fight because Eddie Wineland a few years ago would probably have beaten John Castaneda, but I don't know, man. Eddie Wineland now, after getting knocked out by O'Malley like that, he's been knocked out a couple times. He's definitely not the Eddie Wineland that he once was. Castaneda is not a bad fighter either, man. So I would not be just too shocked. I don't know. It's just I would not be just too shocked if Castaneda won. Castaneda actually, if he, I don't know, I would actually kind of like lean Castaneda in that a little bit. Even though I think like Wineland, yeah, he's a better fighter overall, but I think he's kind of shot. I think he's kind of done. But yeah, sorry, I apologize. My voice is kind of shot, man. It was from screaming at Usman. Screaming at the Usman fight, man. Lost my damn voice. But yeah, I'm gonna push through. Push through. And yeah, we'll talk about this fight. Talk about I mean, a lot of it is gonna be on we can talk about Alexei Oleinik and Chris Daukaus. We can talk about Andre Arlovsky and Tom Aspinall. And yeah, we can talk about we'll just talk about the main card. Talk about the main card for today. But yeah, for the 4 people just joining me, this is just my 2 cents. I apologize. My voice is a little fucked up today. But yeah, shout out to all the guys at Pub Sports Radio, Pub Sports Network. But this card has some like I'm not a gambling man, but if you are, man, check out the boys at Pub Sports Radio. They got all the betting advice that you need for free. I already got that. That is fucking that's well taken care of. What's up, Doe Jihad? Sup, Doe? How are you? Yeah, I'm a little tired. I'm a little hoarse, but it's Monday and I'm here. I've been streaming like every fucking day, man. I don't know if maybe not had a day off for a little while, but I streamed yesterday, I believe. Yeah, I streamed with the old lady yesterday, and then the day before, yeah, I've been going, man. What's good, Jackie boy? Oh, nice. Well, right on. I hope you win your settlement. You know, if your civil rights have been violated, get that paper. Paper chase. He's on a motherfucking paper chase. Paper chase. Jihad's on a motherfucking paper chase. What's going on, though? What's going on, Jack? How are you, my friend? Jacket boy. What have you been looking at this card, Jack? This Lewis versus Blayes card? Just think about it. What you know good, what you think about it. Man, I really want to like Luis Pena. Like he's from the same hometown as me. But dude, he's so unreliable, dude. He's so fucking unreliable. Let's tie a bong and this belief. I'm gonna smoke a bong and a bong. And just keep smoking the bong. First, I'm gonna smoke my bong. That doesn't rhyme. First, I'm gonna stack my flow. Then I'm gonna stack some more. Yes, he is. He's a good grappler too, but yeah, he's like a striker, but he's like, man, his fight IQ really bothers me sometimes. I doubt Jack. I'm telling you, man. I'm taking my first look at it right now. I'm literally looking at it right now for the first time, like the whole card. It's not bad, I guess, for a fight. Like I don't know. I'm pretty easy to please when it comes to fight night cards because I'm addicted to watching UFC fights, so I'll really just watch anything and I know who a lot of the fighters are, but I can see from like if it's a casual fan, like, oh, this card sucks. Like it's really just like Lewis and Blayes and then like Olenek and Dacus and Arlovsky and Aspinall. That's really the only name value in the whole fucking card as far as like anything close to a household name. But I mean, there's some decent fights. Like I said, the Haas Imavov one should be good. Like Jakar Close Pena, I guess that's not bad, but I'm definitely like leaning Jakar Close. Definitely leaning Jakar Close. Yeah, I've been fucking dropping the ball. I haven't fucking I've not looked at this shit at all, man. I've just been online gloating and talking shit about Usman. But Lewis Blayes is a tough one, man. I was saying it yesterday. I talked about it a little bit at the end of my stream. Lewis and Blayes, Lewis is really tough to pick, man. Not pick, but like Lewis fights are tough to pick because all the value or the likelihood of this happening or that happening, he just has the equalizer, man. Like he's like the closest to Francis Ngannou of just having that like one hitter quitter. I don't know. Like it's Blayes fight to lose. I think it's Curtis Blayes fight to lose, but that don't mean that Derek Lewis ain't just gonna fucking knock him out. I don't know. I think Curtis has become definitely a better striker. Like he's got the age. I think he has like the durability advantage too. Like I said, Derek Lewis has been knocked out 4 times. Like he's not like Francis, who's never been knocked out, or like he doesn't get dropped all the time. Like Derek Lewis has been fucking smoked before. And Curtis Blaydes has definitely gotten better with striking. So I'm leaning Curtis Blaydes, but Derek Lewis is so scary, man. It's so like I just couldn't imagine if you're betting on this one, you got a fucking brass pair on you, dude. Because I wouldn't even fucking dude. Nah. Yeah, but fuck. Because I see you going like because Derek like throws some wild shit. Like he'll throw some crazy like high kicks out of nowhere, and he's very explosive for a big guy like that. And he knows that Curtis is going to try and wrestle him. I don't know. I mean, do you guys see like Lewis? I mean, Curtis just like taking him down constantly and just ragdolling him and having him his way, or do you see Lewis fucking catching him with a big one? That's kind of the 2 different ways I see it going. It is. It's pretty damn close. I don't know how you can really be super confident on Curtis Blaydes. Curtis Blaydes is a very, very talented wrestler, but I don't know, man. Like, I'm not gonna. It's really weird with the Volkov fight. Like, he got a lot of shit for that, but he definitely won that fight. Like, he took him down so many fucking times. And yeah, of course, after that, he was exhausted. So I think some of that is like maybe some fight IQ, maybe some pacing issues. But I think overall, like Curtis Blaydes is a really good fighter. Derek Lewis is just, it's tough with him because he has that like weird like retard strength get up ability to just like rah, and he just like gets like get off me and he just stands up. But Blaydes is a really fucking good wrestler and he has nasty ground and pound. Like I said, Lewis has been knocked out more than a few times, so he can be knocked out again. I'm leaning Curtis Blaydes, but man, I definitely even if I did bet, I could bet him, man. It's Lewis by KO or Blaydes by some other way, pretty much. He's a liability on the feet. He is, man, because especially against Lewis, like Lewis, you're pretty much talking about like you're pretty much with Derek Lewis on the feet. You're pretty much taking the same risk with him as you are with Ngannou, pretty much. I mean, I think Francis hits a little bit harder, but Derek Lewis is one of the hardest hitting dudes at heavyweight. I think it's Ngannou and then Lewis probably. And Curtis, he can be hurt. He can be hurt and he can get knocked out. So it's going to be important for Curtis to be really fucking sharp in this fight. Like, I would not have the same game plan as I did with, like, I hope Curtis has been working on like his ability to keep top pressure and, you know, because Lewis is wily with that shit, man. Lewis is like, he doesn't have like I said, he doesn't do the traditional like, oh, do the things you need to do to build a base and get to your feet. He just bench presses dudes off of him, like Jack would say. He just rock, and then he just gets up. But Blaydes gets on top and he starts smashing him, man. He can knock him out like that, man. He really can. Curtis Blaydes has really fucking nasty ground and pound. And like I said, Lewis is no spring chicken, and he's been sparked a few times. So a lot of times, Lewis is sometimes he's kind of KO or bust. He loses quite a few fights where he doesn't get the knockout. But he's so fucking dangerous. It's like, man, what do you do? What do you do with that? I would. It's hard to imagine what kind of situation you would. Yeah, I guess it's a dog or pass situation. I'm gonna pull up the odds here in a second. But yeah, I agree, Jihad. It's kind of dog or pass. I'm assuming that Lewis is the dog. UFC odds. All right, here we go. Here we fucking go. God damn. Curtis Blaydes is minus 400. That's really fucking wide, dude. That is retard wide. Man, Curtis Blaydes ain't that good. He's good, but he ain't that fucking good. Dude. Yeah, if you're a betting man, I don't know why you wouldn't throw a little something on Lewis. A little sprinkle on Lewis. Why not? Why the fuck not? What, I mean, the odds are so good. A lot of value, a lot of underdog value on Derek Lewis. That's crazy, man. I can't believe that Curtis Blaydes is that. I could understand if he was like a minus, 300 or minus like 250 or something like that. But man, that's minus 400. Nah, dude. Curtis Blaydes, like Lewis has the same kind of power pretty much that put him to sleep twice. I know that Lewis is slower. He's older. He's not quite as athletically explosive, but I'm telling you, man, Kurt, like Jack said, he's a liability, dude. If fucking yeah, I don't know. Curtis Blayes, he's tough, man. He's a tough fighter to pick because he's one of those, like, he can kind of be like stubborn, I think, in fights sometimes, and fight IQ can kind of be an issue for him sometimes. But when he's on, he's really fucking good. Like, you saw what he did to Overeem. You saw what he's done to people. Like, he's a good fighter. He really is like one of the top UFC heavyweights. But I worry that, like, it's kind of his fight to lose, and I can see him like dropping the ball and just like doing something stupid and getting knocked out by Lewis. But yeah, I can just kind of see myself going with Blayes and just sweating the shit out of it. But who knows, man? Who fucking knows? What do you guys, Jack? If you're still in the chat, what do you think about what do you think about Arlovsky and Tom Aspinall? What do you think about that one? Do you think this is too big of a step up for Aspinall, or do you think that he's ready? What do you think about that? Bet Online has him at plus 310. 5 Dimes has him at plus 325. Bet 365 has him at plus 300. William H has him at plus 300. God, Sportbet has fucking Lewis is plus 336. That's crazy, man. But yeah, Bovada has him at plus 280 and plus minus 370. Yeah, that's a little bit closer. That's a little bit more reasonable. Like minus 365 plus 255 is Sports International. That's a little bit more reasonable. But like minus 400 and plus 325, that's retard. Aspinall won't be afraid to enter the pocket like Tanner did. Aspinall round 1 KO. Yeah. Bet Rivers. I have no fucking idea. You're asking the wrong one, my friend. I'm in the show. But it's tough. It's a tough one. I don't like Curtis Blayes is another fighter that's kind of like sometimes he's hard to trust. Sometimes he's kind of hard to trust, man. And God, I don't know. I don't know, boys. I like Curtis Blayes, I think, to win this one, but I'm just not confident in it at all because of the threat that Lewis presents. And Curtis, like, I don't know, man. Sometimes he doesn't like make the adjustments as much as I like to see him do. It's like if he wins his fight by the one way that he's planning to win it, he does a good job. Like in the Junior fight, it's like, okay, I'm gonna outstrike Junior, and he did, and he won. And then it's like in Volkov is like he's like, I'm gonna out wrestle him, and he did it, and he won. But he like struggled towards the end, and like I don't know, dude. It's just Blayes is a tough one for me. Both of these guys are like difficult to like kind of like cap, I guess, and I don't know, man. I'm probably gonna go with Blayes, but it's to me like that. A little sprinkle on Lewis would not be a bad idea because he's always live at heavyweight. Lewis is always live with that fucking power. But yeah, Aspinall and Arlovsky. I'll tell you what I think about Andrei Arlovsky. Andrei Arlovsky is a veteran fighter. He's been around for a long time. He's had some great wins. He was UFC champion. But I am sick of seeing his fucking face. I've been looking at his fucking face and those fucking that vampire teeth mouth guard for like 20 years, dude. And I'm just sick of it. I'm sick of it. I get that some people are sick of seeing Overeem's face. And you know what? He's probably done. But I want Andrei Arlovski to be done too. I'm really like, no matter what happens, I am absolutely rooting for what Jack just said. Aspinall first round KO. I hope that Tom Aspinall just like, I hope he knocks Andrei Arlovski out worse than that dude. What was the one guy where he was really young in his career and he was wearing shoes and shit, and the guy just slept in. Andrei Arlovski is up there with Overeem and like the number. I think he's not been knocked out like 11 or 12 times. Look at that actually. But yeah, I think Arlovski's been knocked out several times, dude. And dude, I want Tom Aspinall to just retire this motherfucker because I'm sick of fucking Arlovski is just. I'll give Overeem credit because Overeem he had to, they both had to adjust how they fought, but at least Overeem will still like wait for it and try to like go for it in like wing shots. Arlovski is such a fucking like timid point fighter now. He just gets on his bike, he like throws some low kicks and jabs and just grapples and stuff. He's so lame with it, man. It's cool. Yeah, you're a veteran, you're still there. You're like, but he's like getting into his mid 40s. And I just want Aspinall to just put this motherfucker away. I'm just sick. I want just make room for the new class, man. I want him to, I hope this is like a fucking young eating the old, putting this old fucking dinosaur to sleep, man. I'm sick of it. I'm sick of these old motherfuckers in heavyweight. Just clean this shit. Just like sweep these old bastards out, man. Want to see some fucking new blood. And I hope Aspinall's the one to do it. So I'm pretty sure that I'm going to pick Tom Aspinall. I'm almost positive of it, actually. But I mean, I guess Arlovski could win. I can see him winning a fucking like boring ass decision or something, but I really don't want him to, man. I want Aspinall to just smoke this motherfucker. I know, man. He's just cashing checks. He's just like, I mean, dude, fucking Arlovski. He never gonna win a title. He ain't never gonna get anywhere. He ain't gonna sniff a title, dude. He's just hanging around, getting checks off of these. Like they keep giving him these guys that they think are gonna knock him out, but he just like plays this little he just gets on his bike and plays this little point fighter game. And I just want Aspinall to just I want him to do him like in Ghana, like Rosenstrike, and some of those other guys did in Ghana, and just knock this motherfucker out. Just knock him out for like the 13th. Let me look at our last season record. I think it's this. If he gets knocked out, I think it'll be like the 12th or 13th time. Andrei Arlovski. He's 42. Motherfucker's 42, been knocked out 11 times. So this will be his 12th knockout loss. But come on, man. But yeah, dude, I'm ready. I'm ready to see Arlovski just see ya. I think Aspinall could be the one to do it, man. If especially because Arlovski, that's what he was always good at, was his boxing, and Aspinall is just so much younger and faster, and he has good boxing, man. He has a really, really nice 1-2, and I hope that he doesn't like. I hope that Aspinall's got to cut the cage off because he knows that Tom is a good boxer and that he knows he's gonna be trying to knock him out. So he has to cut the cage off. He has to yeah. I mean, yeah, dude is 42. He's been in the UFC. Hasn't been really that long, I guess, 2014, but he's been fighting as a professional since 1999. Dude, that Arlovski's first pro fight was 1999. Fuck, dude. I just wow. Yeah, I'm ready. Like, I just get him the fuck out of here, dude. He's just like Jihad says, he's just cashing checks. He's just hanging around. Like, oh, Andrei Arlovsky, like you can just see him in there. He just looks so sad and pathetic in there, dude. He's just like sauntering around, like gape mouth, like he just looks so old and pathetic in there, dude. And I want Aspinall to just knock his fucking old ass out, dude. Yeah, it is, man. The heavyweights, me, Brock Lesnar. Junior's probably my favorite heavyweight of all time. My all-time favorite heavyweight. My favorite heavyweight now is Francis. That's definitely my heavyweight, dude. 6 people in the building. What's going on, you guys? Just talking a little UFC, talking this damn card. This is some tough little spots here. So I don't know about you guys, but when they first booked this fight, I had Imavov. I had Nasruddin Imavov, the sniper. Is anybody answer me this? Anyone that had picked that fight, are you sticking with your pick? Or are you going to change it? If you were on Phil Haas, are you still on Phil Haas? General in the building. What's going on, General? Salute to the motherfucking General. What do you think, man? Yeah, we pubbing it up a little bit today, General. Thoughts on Dobson versus O'Neal? Yeah, was it Wiz on Bet Rivers? What is Bet Rivers? Thoughts on Dobson versus O'Neal? Yeah, what's going on? Pound it. Yes, sir. Pound it. But Dobson versus Casey O'Neal. I don't even know. I vaguely remember who this chick is. Casey O'Neal, man. Who the fuck is that? Casey O'Neal, MMA. Oh, that's why I never heard of her. She has 5 fucking pro fights. Fought no one of name, but to her credit, well, she hasn't fought anyone with a losing record. I will at least say that. But the level of competition, like, dude, she had literally 5 fights before the UFC total as a pro. But Dobson, Dobson, I think she's kind of tough to assess right now because it's like, was it Dobson being like better than people gave her credit for, or was it fucking? I mean, a lot of people will just say Agapova was a hype job, but in fairness, like Shanna has a lot of bad losses, dude. Like she lost to fucking Nico Montano. I know that was a little earlier on, but man, she has like she got knocked out by Roxanne, beat by Laura Mueller, Sabina Mazo, Cachoeira. Like those aren't like super great fighters. I mean, Mazo's pretty good, but like Mueller and Cachoeira, dude, it's just man. I hate picking these fights, these fucking low-level women's MMA fights. They are the worst. So what? It looks like she's a grappler. Does she have any kind of striking? Have you seen her fight, Jack? Does she have any kind of striking? I'm gonna look up some highlights right now while I was doing this. But shout out to you guys, man. I'm not gonna be on too long today, like 2 hours probably, a couple hours. But yeah, we'll see what happens. How you doing, General? You feeling good about your picks this week? Casey O'Neal highlights. Casey O'Neal MMA. Here we go. Shout out to Fight Sport TV. They put out some good videos, man. Fight Sport TV. They always put out some good highlight videos. Subscribe to Fight Sport TV if you want to see some good highlight videos of up-and-coming fighters. It's a good little quick like wiki capper tool. If you just don't want to spend a whole lot of time and you're just like, okay, give me the basic gist. It's pretty good. Because people have different strategies, man. Some people will like spend a lot of time doing tape study, like diligent tape study. And then some people, yes, you have a good jiu-jitsu, you have a good job of stretch out the back and get the rear naked choke with the jiu-jitsu. Yeah. Yeah, gets the armbar. Goes for the Kimura. Yeah, she's definitely a grappler. So is Dobson? I forget, man. I just don't even fucking watch these fights, man. I don't even like watching these. These usually ones where I just like go fucking take a piss or like, yeah. Yeah, man. Dobson got knocked out by Priscilla Cachoeira and Roxanne. Can Shannon Dobson turn back to hype trains in a row? Basically. Pre-tape Dobson, says the general. Jack says Casey O'Neill. Yes, sir. Started last night. Hey, man. General's still going strong, dude. But yeah, man. Anybody got any anybody get any action? Y'all making any y'all got any plays on this card? Yeah, that's a tough one, man. I feel like I'll I mean Dobson is way more experienced, fought way better competition. I mean, Agapova is probably better than anyone on fucking Casey O'Neill's record, but I have to go back and look at some of these fights. Like, yeah, that's hard for me to make a kind of like good assessment on. But shout out to the 4 people joining me right now. I need to smoke a little bit more, boys. Let's see. UFC Sketty. Okay, how about this one? How about this fight, boys? This could be a good one. This could be an interesting one. Charles Rosa and Derek Minner. What y'all think about that one? Charles Rosa and Derek Minner. Derek Minner coming off of the guillotine choke win over TJ Laramie. Charles Rosa coming off the split over Kevin Aguilar. Before that, the lopsided loss to Bryce. And then, yeah, before Minner's guillotine win, he had a rear naked choke loss to Grant Dawson. So 2 fights for Minner. And, yeah, so Rosa a little older, more experienced. Yeah, for sure. Definitely more experience in the UFC. He is literally, and I'm not even bullshitting you, Charles Rosa is literally a win one, lose one fighter. He has been for his entire UFC career. He's undefeated before he got to the UFC, then lost to Dennis Seaver, win against Sean Soriano, lost to Yair, win against Kyle Botniak, knocked out by Shane Burgos, submitted Manny Bermudez, got whooped by Bryce, split over Kevin Aguilar. Win one, lose one, win one, lose one. Cannot get right. Charles Rosa cannot get right. Cannot build any kind of momentum. He's not bad. He's not good. He's just there. But Minner, like, it's hard to say. Like, dudes have one submission win, one submission loss. Rosa's a really, really good black belt. I mean, it's tough. It's tough, man. What do you guys think about that one? What do you guys think about Charles Rosa and Derek Minner? What's up, Bismarck? What's going on, man? No Benoit's on Minner, but I'm on Rosa. Yeah, it's like Charles Rosa is, if it's going to be a grappling match, I've got Rosa all fucking day. Like, I'm sorry, Derek Minner is not fucking Bryce Mitchell. Bryce Mitchell is, I mean, I'm a little biased. I'm from Arkansas too, but I'm just telling you. I'm just telling you. Derek Minner is not Bryce Mitchell. I will tell you that. He is not Bryce Mitchell. And I need to smoke, boys. So, boys, I hope y'all are having a good afternoon. I hope y'all got something dank to smoke on. I'm still smoking on these platinum cookies and loving every bit, man. Platinum cookies is one of my favorite strains. I haven't had it in a while, and I'm just loving it, man. I love all the Girl Scout cookie. I love Girl Scout cookie family strains. I love you all. I love you all so much. Even just straight up Girl Scout cookies. Girl Scout cookies, wedding cake, gelato, fucking do-si-dos, all that shit. I love it. I fucking love it. What's going on, bro? I think Rosa's BJJ is legit enough to avoid the early sub, and we all know if it hits round 2, Minner will melt like a candle. Yeah, he does. Like, he is a one-round fighter, kind of. And Rosa has pretty decent cardio, from what I remember. Maybe I'm thinking of somebody else, but from what I remember, I think Rosa has decent cardio. Could be wrong about that. Yeah, that's an interesting one. That's interesting. Rosa is weird because, like I said, he's win one, lose one, win one, lose one, like that. Like according to the pattern, he should lose, but I don't know. Minner is like, he's so inexperienced, and I mean, who's the guy that submitted him? Excuse me. I mean, I know Grant Dawson is pretty damn good. Grant Dawson's pretty damn good, but Charles Rosa's BJJ is nice. Charles Rosa's nice with the BJJ, dude. So it wouldn't surprise me at all if Rosa submitted him. It's TJ Minner, yeah, like. Oh God, yeah. I've got Charles Rosa to submit Derek Minner. Submission loss. Arm triangle loss to a guy that's 7-6. Arm bar loss to a guy that's 5-6. Ground and pound. Well, that guy's 7-0, so that's not a good example. Brabo choke, whatever the fuck it is. Brabo choke to a guy that's 9-4. Arm triangle loss, arm bar loss, arm triangle loss, rear naked choke loss. Charles Rosa, Abai Sobnish. That's probably going to be my pick. Rosa Abai Sobnish. Where am I? Dude, where did I fucking? Yeah, sorry, boys. I'm a little more chilled out today. Might say low energy, low key. It just is what it is, though. I'm gonna be streaming every day, and I can't. Some days I just can't go 100%, but I'm gonna go regardless. I'll keep smoking and keep streaming. What other fight? What fight should we move on to now? What fight you guys want to talk about now? Let me know in the chat. 4 people in the chat. Y'all are controlling the flow of this chat now, man. What do y'all want to talk about? Five people in the chat. Which fight on what is it? What's one of the 17,000 names this fucking card is called? It's so ridiculous, man. It's Fight Night something, UFC Vegas something, and UFC on ESPN Plus something. There's like 4 different names for this fucking card. It's unconscionable. List of UFC scheduled events. Yeah, UFC Fight Night 185, UFC on ESPN Plus 43, and UFC Vegas 19. Good fucking God. That's just unnecessary. And that poster makes it look like Curtis Blayes has a straight up like B cup titty. Like the shadow on that is like the breast of like a smaller woman. Like if you just imagine like a smaller woman, that's like a pretty good sized titty. That they just did the shadowing on that so bad. Like it's really not that bad, but the way the shadows are, it just makes it look like he has a straight up fucking titty. Just weird, man. But that's just a bad that's a bad poster, man. That's a really fucking bad poster. But yeah, let's see what this shit is. Next week's fight card is gonna be a lot better, especially the main event. But it's a tough pick. But yeah, let me know on UFC on ESPN Plus 43 or UFC Vegas or UFC Fight Night 185. Which fight do you guys want to talk about on that now? Skelly versus Emmers. Would you like to talk about Chaz Skelly versus Jamal Emmers, Jackie boy? Let's see. Let's see. Let's just see. Chaz Skelly and Jamal Emmers. Let's just talk about it a little bit. Yeah, well, which one is it? Because there's 4,000. Yeah, ESPN part 43, the Ocho. ESPN 19, the Ocho. It's just ridiculous, man. ESPN Fight Night 185 / ESPN on Vegas 19 / ESPN Plus. Fucking dumb shit. All right, so good shout, Jack. We will talk about Chaz Skelly and Jamal Emmers. We will start with Chaz Skelly, the veteran Chaz Skelly. 18-3, 1 no contest. He is 35 years old. He is 5'9" tall, 145 pounds, and has a reach of 72.5 inches. Chaz Skelly. Bedford, Texas. Chaz the Scrapper Kelly. What the fella says. Fight at lightweight and featherweight. He's a wrestler. Keller, Texas. Shit, yes. 22 total fights, 18 wins, 3 by knockout, 10 by submission, 5 by decision, 3 losses, 1 by knockout, 2 by decision. So Chaz Skelly has a good UFC record. Like his record itself is good. So he's 7-3 and 1 no contest. Probably 7-4. But he got knocked out by Jason Knight. Decision loss to Elkins. Decision loss to Bektic. So his losses really aren't that bad. He has a submission over Maximo Blanco, the submission over Gertzmacher, decision over Griffin. Like, he's a solid fighter. He's not a bad fighter at all, but he doesn't have like any wins that are just like, oh my God, Chaz Skelly. You know what I'm saying? Like, he's a good, solid veteran. He's not really bad at anything. He's just not really like, I guess he's a good with a somish. He's a very good with a good somish. But I don't know, man. I don't know. Chaz Skelly. Now we will go on to Jamal Emmers. Jamal Emmers. Now, Jamal Emmers has just way, way less experience than Chaz Skelly, and Jamal Emmers, look, he gave a good account of himself against Giga Chikadze. He fought a really good fight against Giga. He got the win against Vince Cachero. Man, I don't know though, man. I can definitely. This has like a Chaz Skelly like win written all over it, dude. Like, I think a lot of people will be on Emmers, and Chaz Skelly might just win this thing. But let me see what the odds are. Let me go back and look at the odds. What do you guys think about it? What do you guys think about that? UFC odds. Yeah, I got Skelly at a anywhere from a plus 175 to like a plus 206 on Sportbet underdog. Jamal Emmers is around, yeah, like a minus 2 something, 230 something, 220 something, 230 something. So yeah, I mean that's if you're a betting man, that's some pretty good value on Chaz Skelly. Like Jamal Emmers, he's been finished a few times, man. He got knocked out by Juicy J. So Juicy J ain't no world beater, man. Juicy J ain't no fucking world beater. What's up, Nick? I don't know, dude. I don't even straight up know that. Yeah. What do you guys think about that one, man? What do y'all think? Skelly at 175. You must be going off either William H. or Interloops. William H. has Skelly at 175. Interloops has him at 175 as well. The best value you can get on Chaz Skelly right now looks like is at Sportbet at 206, and 5 Dimes has him at plus 200. If you're on Chaz Skelly. If you're on Chaz Skelly. Nick in the general saying, what's up, what's up, what's up, what's up, what's up, what's up, what's up. Okay, now, let's talk about this fight, boys. Let's straight up talk about this fucking fight, boys. Alexei Oleinik and Chris Daukaus. The layoff is probably going to scare me off Skelly, but I wouldn't be surprised if he got it done. I would not be surprised at all, man. I can see a lot of people being on Emmers, And I can just see like Skelly like all beat up and bloody, but like getting a choke and then just be like crying and shit and like all emotional and like some Darren Elkins kind of shit, you know? Y'all think about that one, Mike. You know what I think? I think it's time to get more high, boys. I think it's time to smoke more weed about it because it's straight up decriminalized about it where I live about it. I'm not a criminal, man. I'm just a stoner. I just want to live my quiet little stoner life. Well, it's not very quiet, but I just want to live my harmless stoner life in peace with my wife and just enjoy life, man. Ain't hurt nobody. Ain't hurting nobody. The layout, yeah. I agree, man. It's I don't like I'm kind of like looking to fade both of these guys. Like I'm usually kind of looking to fade Chaz Skelly, but Jamal Amers is not very experienced, dude. And like he's 35, like it's not that like it just kind of like I don't know. I just kind of got a feeling that I can just see Chaz Skelly winning this fight, but I don't know. Maybe Emmers will just smoke him. Yeah, feel free to put your plays. Feel free to put your plays, boys, in the chat. I don't mind a lick. The General Alex Ramirez says Alexei Oleinik at plus 155, Daukaus at minus 210. Boys. Damn. That's a good line on Daukaus. I can't find Daukaus at a better well, I mean, no, never mind. Yeah, Daukaus is now like money. The money must have come in on Oleinik because Daukaus is now like only a minus. That's dude. That's actually, man, dude. I'm kind of liking Daukaus in this fight, dude. I'm kind of liking Chris Daukaus to fucking knock Alexei Oleinik out, dude. Chris Daukaus ain't no punk, man. Like Chris Daukaus is like he's a little like chinny on the feet, but he's dude. Oleinik is not nearly the striker that Chris Daukaus is. Not nearly the boxer. I can see him just uppercutting Alexei Oleinik into the fucking uppercutting him to Neptune, man. Yeah, I'm kind of liking Chris Daukaus in that one. Just my knee-jerk reaction. Oleinik is another one, man. Oleinik is right there with like Arlovsky. This is what I want to be. I want to be figuratively like Andre Arlovsky's head and Alexei Oleinik's head, just bonk, and they're both just knocked out and just done with the UFC. Just out of the like. I would love it if both of these old dinosaur motherfuckers were just swept out of the UFC in one fucking fell swoop. I would just, you have any idea how much I would love that. Isn't that fucking retarded, dude? Isn't that retarded, Jack? I know, money coming in on Alexei, 45-year-old. Like, it's just simp love. It's just that fucking Justin Jr. style, like, simp love for Oleinik. Oh, it's just jiu-jitsu nerds, man. It's just fucking grappling jiu-jitsu nerds. Simping for Oleinik. Dog's about to knock that boy out. Chris Dog's about to knock that boy out. Watch Oleinik sub him. But yeah, that's I'm liking Daukaus. I'm liking the cop. I'm liking Chris Daukaus, the cop, the Philly cop. Talked a little bit about that. Talked a little bit about Charles Rose, Derek Minner. Talked a little on there, Lucky Tom Aspinall. What do we have? Well, why don't we talk? Why don't we talk Ketlin Vieira and Yana Kunitskaya? Why don't we talk a little bit about that straight up fight, boys? And I need to straight up fucking cash this binger out. Yeah, but let's talk about what are you guys thinking about Ketlin Vieira and Yana Kunitskaya? But just real quick, while y'all give me your thoughts on that, just a few channel notes. I am going to be starting to kind of schedule my channel a little bit. Make like kind of like focus in on certain things every day, as opposed to just kind of being like all over the place every day. So like maybe one day will be like a variety, just like movies and TV and comics and video games and shit like that. And then one day will be like sports, and then one day will be, UFC, one day will be Mecca, one, what I'm saying, like so on and so forth. So that's kind of how I want to do it. I kind of want to schedule it out. I feel like that'll help me keep it a little more streamlined, and I can kind of like brainstorm for ideas and like and just another this Thursday, another note, this Thursday I will be episode 3 of the podcast with Lady 2 Cents, the chat mix at 6. So this Thursday the chat mix at 6 will go down, episode 3 with myself and my wife Lady 2 Cents. So check that out on Thursday. But yeah, I'm gonna be doing more scheduling like that. I feel like that'll help everything. Sub Edgy Brav, but I feel like that'll help everything kind of run a little bit more smoothly. I think that'll help everything run a little bit more smoothly. I keeping my topics a little more focused. I think will help me anyway. But yeah, what do you think, Jack? What do you think about Wineland and Castaneda? I touched on that a little bit, but what do you think about that? Sup, Edgy Brav? Yeah, what do you think about that, Jack? Jackie boy. While I fucking cash this whole thing out here. Oh shit. I almost dumped the ashes into the weed bowl like a fucking retard. Not the weed bowl, but the weed dish where I have my ground up weed right now that I've got. Oh, I would have been a hot little potato about that. I can tell you that much, boys. But I hope y'all are well. If you're a stoner like myself, I hope you're able to, procure some dubage, and I hope you're getting nice and toasty. There's been some foul weather in different parts of this country. I hope wherever you are that you and yours are staying safe and stoned. Yeah, Castaneda and Wineland's a weird one because I think Eddie Wineland is like the better fighter, but he's like kind of done. I think Castaneda is actually a pretty good fighter too. But the couple people that is in the building, what you think? What you think? What y'all think, man? Castaneda Wineland. It's not as easy as it might look. I mean, I know that Castaneda is probably like the smart pick, but could Wineland just like pull off an upset? Like, I don't think John Castaneda is quite on Sean O'Malley's level. As much as I've been like criticizing O'Malley, like he's a really good striker, and I don't think that Castaneda is on his level. But do you think it's a case of Wineland just being like too done to like make up for where the skill advantage that he probably has? And definitely experience advantage, like crazy experience advantage. Yeah, let me know what y'all think, man. Hold on, y'all. What's up, you guys? Sorry, I just had to send a DM there. But what is Jack saying? Castanet should definitely win, in his opinion. Yeah, I mean, just one of those where I can see Wineland like maybe like pulling a rabbit out of a hat, but I'm probably gonna go with Castaneda. Yeah, I was listening in for a second. I'm not sure what's happening at this point right now. Well, let's see. Yeah, Ark is pissed at somebody, man. Yeah, I was listening. I don't know who he's pissed at. I don't know if he's pissed at me. I don't know if he's pissed at who. I don't even know. But the rabid dog is off the leash today. Sounds like it's something about the Mecca. I don't even know, though. I don't even know. You guys tell me. One person in the building, you guys tell me. Probably going to shut this one down not too long from now. Hold on just a second. I'm going to get my headphones so I can listen in and keep this going for a second. But I'm probably gonna keep it going till like the 1 hour and 30-minute mark. Yeah, he's pissed about something, man.